Asia, Africa, and now right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
Good afternoon. Bara?
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum.
Good afternoon. Welcome
Good
to
afternoon.
Millennium News. Good afternoon. Welcome to Millennium News 24 Power Talk show. And I'm your host, Eric Stevenson. I'm with you. It's great to be back always with Power Talk because we always believe in exactly that, Power Talk. And today we will have just that with some real news all the way from across the globe coming in live, from Syria. Mr. Bara Asabia, he's been with us some months ago and we welcome him back. As we all know about the recent termination of the Assad regime in Syria that's been very oppressive. I watched on CNN and MSNBC and all the Fox News when the statue of Assad went down. And what followed it was happiness from the people of Syria. So welcome, Mr. Bara Asabia.
Welcome. Thank you so much. First, just congratulations for all our people, Islamic, like in our Islamic nation, in general, and our Syrians people and all over the world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to complete this victory and rebuild our country, Syria, again, to be one of the best cities ever, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help our people in Palestine and protect them from all the hurt and the damage that they are taking it from the Israel's government.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, brother, welcome.
Yes.
Welcome back. And inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's first of all, even if I'm an Arabic teacher and I taught Islamic studies, but it's my duty as one of the Syrian people, first of all, and it's my duty, second, as a Muslim, of course, to focus on this on this topic, which is a really important topic, happened in Syria ever. And first of all, let me mention that the Syrians before or the history of Syria. Maybe a lot of people, they don't know Syria. Where is Syria? Of course, Syria in the Middle East. And Syria, it's one of the countries. It's not related just with Islam. Okay, so we have a lot of nations, a lot of people like religions in Syria. We have the Jews in Damascus. We have a Jewish neighborhood, 1,000 years ago, more than 1,000 years ago. They are living between the Muslims in this is their own neighborhood.
In peace, of course, right?
Of course, between the Muslims, between the people, all those are people from are Syrians.
And and actually the Christians as well, right?
Of course, the Christians. We have in Daraya, we have the Bolus church in Daraya, which is really available. That's for the Christians, and we have a lot of Christian churches in all over Syria. Let me tell you, Eric, this information. Do you know the Umayyad mosque, the Umayyi mosque, Jami' al-Umayyi? Okay, it was a church before. But the Muslims bought him from their own money, and then they built it as a mosque. So basically, even the Jami' al-Umayyi, the Umayyad mosque, okay, was a church for the Christians. They're so I'm giving you all those fast informations, okay, to show you there in a social, okay, view. If you looked at the Syrians, you will find even the Alawis, even the Shias, even the Druze, a lot of people from all nations. Okay, Romans, you have people from the Kurd, okay, Turkish, I know people like, or my friend specifically, a lot of them, they lived in Aleppo, close to Aleppo and Idlib. They are speaking Turkey. They learned Turkey. Their fathers are speaking Turkish.
Just because they was living there, or
because because what's happened, for example, first of all, Syria close to Turkey. That's first of all. Second thing, like you can like to Kurdistan and like to the east. There's a lot of like Syria close to the east. Okay, you have Iraq, then you have Iran. So a lot of them, they may be like after like years, a lot of refugees came to Syria and lived in Syria. Specifically, if we talk about like a land like Syria, like there's you can find amazing views in Syria. You have sea, okay, you have the sea. You have also like a lot of rivers, lakes, okay, green lands. So it's amazing country to live in. Okay, the weather in Syria, it's amazing. So this is first of all, just first now that's okay. I'm talking about the history of Syria. Like let's talk about like go specific. What's happened since 1950? Okay, in 1950 and even before, like I'm talking about 1947, 1946. Okay, the Syrian's pound, okay, was equal. Like I'm talking about like $2.2, the 1 pound, 1 Syrian pound. If we talk about like the French went and like they occupy Syria, okay, occupy Syria for a decade, and they stayed until like 1940s, like 46. When in that time, the 1 pound, 1 Syrian pound equal 54 French franc. Like see, like so the I'm talking about the in economic. Okay, Syria was really powerful, really, and that's because the like the place like where Syria, like it's close to Turkey, close to Europe, close to Africa, close to Asia.
So it was like a country of trade, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's in 40. I'm talking about 1946. But just if we went like the employees monthly salary, okay, the employees in Syria equal 150 pounds, Syrian pounds. Do you know like how that's equal? Like I'm talking about like each, like the 1 gram of gold equal 3.5 Syrian pounds, and that's in I'm talking about 1947. And that's really important to know the country, like how is it before Assad regime, before we talk about Assad regime. But that's really important. Okay, to mention how Syria was like. What's the history of Syria? That's like you can find like CNN, a lot of countries that are talking about Syria, like the social media here and there, like CNN, they went to Damascus, like all of this, just because like Syria is not a simple country. It's not a like country like, it's a really important country. Okay, so like, and the after all this, like Al-Ba'ath, which is like Al-Ba'ath party, this Hizb al-Ba'ath party, which is like he started all this in 1963, which is Hafez al-Assad, the father, like Bashar's father. Okay, he was like one of those numbers Al-Ba'ath party. So when that's grow in the political and try to take control of all Syria, okay, and that already happened in the 1960 to 1970. In 1970, Hafez al-Assad, he was the leader of all Syria. He was the president, basically. Okay, and in that time specifically, why he took the control in this country, okay, and okay, of course he was from the military power, and he did the military power and took control, took the military, then he was a president in that time, like because he, in return of this, to let Israel take Al-Jolan, which is the land from Syria, and make it like from Israel, part of Israel. In return of this, because he did this, and he had the power to do this, they made him a president to protect Israel. That's the main reason. Basically, like, even if it's from the Alawites or not, that's not the main problem. The main problem, like, he start push Syria to hell since then. Okay, and in 19, like, let me give you like a fast information. In 1970, the dollar, like, equivalent to 3 Syrian pounds. But in 19, like, of course, after 10 or like after 15 years, okay, the $1 equivalent to 18 Syrian pounds. Yeah, that's the main big. Why? Because he gathered the gold, the Syrian gold, okay, and he took it from himself, as Bashar al-Assad did when he took like gold and dollars. It's more than $1 billion and gold, equivalent to gold too. He sent it first out of Syria before he's escaping. And I'm talking about like minimum it's 1 billion. I'm talking minimum. I'm sorry, it's 100 billion.
Let me ask you a question. So Israel has always been supportive of Assad, President Assad?
Exactly. That's the main idea.
But then why, when they had war a few years back, I believe Israel was bombing inside Syria, correct?
I will got this. I will tell you why. I will tell you why. Because first of all, Bashar al-Assad, like, he had many, like, Israel, it's not his enemy to fight. Okay, before he's escaping, okay, and because he wanted revenge from Syria and Syrians people, okay, because they got freedom, so he gave Israel the places and where's the military's power. Okay,
so
then they
used Israel as a attack dog to his enemies.
Exactly. So because, like, you know, like the Syrians at the end, Israel they didn't like to find a Muslim or a real Muslim rule as a president. Of course, Bashar al-Assad, he didn't like to find the same. So they had a same goal. That's the main idea. That's why they bombed. And we first of all, we say, why is that? But like after this, as the certificate, like a lot of certificates and in important papers, politic, we find it in his palace. So he sent a lot of places, so that after like few hours from his escaping, Israel destroyed it all that like the Syrian military's power. Because why? Because Israel didn't want to find like any kind of power close to her, and you know better than me, like Eric, that like if you have power, you don't want anyone like powerful than you. You're like all the people around you are weak, so you can take control and you can take the deciding. So that's the main reason. Let's go back, and in this case, how the Assad regime lead Syria, what he did to the civilians, what he did to the people. Actually, all his way of ruling with terror. How is that? Like, give me an example. For example, like, you know, like in 1980, a lot of like sounds here and there, like from in Hama, in Homs, in Damascus, they just want to like fix rules in the law.
You know, we're going to take a quick break, Brother Barrett. Take a quick break and come right back into it. Stay tuned. Yes. Hello, viewers in America and across the world. This is Eric Stevenson. host of the Power Talk show on Millennium News 24. Tune in every week at Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, American Time, and also on all of your iOS and Android devices. Also, all smart TV and Apple, Amazon, and worldwide through Verizon Satellite. And also worldwide through www.millenniumtvnews.com. And that's www.millenniumnews24.com. And through our social media, Millennium News. See you there. Welcome back to Millennium News 24 Power Talk, and your host with you, Eric Stevenson. Welcome back, Mr. Barry Asabia. So you can continue where we left off.
Okay, so like to talk about like in 1980, a lot of like people, they want like to fix some like something in the law. Okay, they want to like kind of freedom. Okay, so what Hafez al-Assad, which is Bashar's father, did, he put all the people, like for example, like there is a man, he was going to the mosque and he said like, even if he's not related, okay, just because he's look like a Muslim in an Islamic way, okay, he put him in the jail. Mm-hmm. Because the voices because the voices want to give him a freedom like as a Muslims, so they can go and they're as a Muslims and do the relationship like without limits. Mm-hmm. That's the freedom that the Syrians wanted. Mm-hmm. Not only the Muslims, also the Christians, the Jewish, all of them, they want to like do like live without those limits. Which
did
is
Assad
the freedom.
Did Assad only kill his own people who was of Syrian descent and of Islamic background, or did he do it for Christians?
He focused on the Muslims. He didn't kill just the Muslims. He focused on the Muslims. Why? Because basically the Muslims it's you can find like from the Syrians 86% are Muslims in Syria. Okay, so that's one of the reasons.
He killed Jewish people and Christians as well.
Well, of course, he didn't kill just the Muslims. He killed like from his people, the Alawis. He killed from the Alawis, from his people. Mm-hmm. So it's not related with a religion, but just his way of ruling.
With power struggle.
Yeah, it was just by terrorists, by being a terrorist.
For those who seem that they was opposing his regime.
Anyone he want to rise his voice, anyone he want to say a word, like he say, I want to be free. Mm-hmm. I will beat you at your neighborhood and your people close to you, your friends, even if someone he said assalamu alaikum, hello, related to this man, all of them, okay, his brother, his uncle, all of them to the jail. Wow. That's why you can find the huge numbers. That's why you can find like in 1912, and this is also like his son, like Bashar Assad's system, the same way. Bashar Assad's like in 2012, there is 800,000.
800,000?
Yeah, 800,000.
That's over 750,000 people.
Yeah, this is close to 1 million. All those like in the jail, all of them. Okay, so all of them are terrorists? Of course not. But just like that's his way, because he didn't want like anyone to face him, raise his voice. Okay, he only will be the leader. Okay, Al-Assad family, he wanted Al-Assad family to keep going with like to take control and be like all the presidents should be and must be from Al-Assad.
Mm. Did Turkey back him? Was Turkey supportive of him?
No, the Turkey's issue like are different. Turkey like they didn't want to face Bashar al-Assad. Turkey, they just want to protect their countries. That's the main goal. That's why they try to push when there is a fighting, okay, close to their land. So they push them away 10 kilometers to like make like a free zone and clear the limits of Turkey.
So it didn't spill over into Turkey.
Exactly.
So
But
they just
that's
protected their country, but they didn't support or back Assad, did they?
no.
Okay.
So in after this, like after like he put huge numbers. One of those, by the way, is my father. He get into jail in 1980, and he get them out in 1995. So my father, like my dad and my uncle too, they spent like 15 years in the jail.
Wow.
And each family, and what's the reason? Just my dad, because he was like going to the mosque and to pray. That's his crime. So this is like that's unfortunately that's what happened in Syria. And to talk about like go specific in that, like after or in 20, like after Hafez al-Assad, Bashar al-Assad came, and he said like he want to fix the law, he want to like build the Syria, and he want to give freedom to people. But this is one of the actually disgusting way to let people, and this is the Assad regime did this all the time. It was doing this, like say, okay, we want to freedom, we don't want to like anybody to hurt, like anybody like to be like his in the job with them people in the jail. We don't want anybody to be hurt. Okay, we want freedom.
So there must be huge jails built in Syria to house 800,000 people, unless they're piled on top of each other. I mean, how did he put 800,000 people in jail?
No, that's no. I would tell you what's the way how he. Of course, those 800,000. It doesn't like they killed a lot of them. They replaced them. We don't know actually the human rights. The Human Rights Watch, the people like who are like looking for the hostages or looking for those people. Like they don't know what's the real number. We don't know. A lot of people. I know a lot of people. Like I'm talking like around me, many of like witnesses, people like they saw. That's why I'm talking from Syria. I'm not talking like out of Syria. I lived in Bashar, between all those people. I saw people went to the jail. I saw people like being killed. I saw all this in my own eyes. So when I say like it's 800,000, I'm saying, Eric, this is a simple number.
Wow.
So, but just let's talk. Like Bashar al-Assad in his beginning, when he said, "I will like let people like have free. I want to like open the country to the Western development, to the Western technology." Okay, and all this in 2010, like 2010, 2011, some people they just say we just want to fix the law. The same thing what happened. Close to what happened in 1980, but he put all the people though, like those are children, wrote like all the Syrians know the story. Wrote like we want Assad regime fall down. We want it down. We're not talking about Hamza al-Khatib. We're talking about like small children, like 10, 12 years old. They put him in the jail and some of them broke their fingers. Children. Some of them like he removed their nails.
So torture.
It's torture and as a punishment. And the people like their people like their father, their parents, of course they want to stand in front of the jail and in front of the government to say like let our children free.
Yeah, they wanted to do a protest. Yeah.
Okay. In the result of this, they killed all of those with guns. Killed many people in Daraa. Now after this, like you see, like Homs, some of people like, of course, they did like They stand. They want like to fix this, to fix the law. Like stop this, stop torturing, stop like we want to live like as a free people. Like I see all of this. Now this is like, let me stop here. What BBC said, it's a civil war. What like that social media said, oh my God, that's a civil war. It's not a civil war. It's kind of like 14 years. What his goal, Bashar al-Assad's goal, is do a genocide and let all the Syrians disappear. That's why he did it. He didn't want the Syrians to live in Syria. You say like, how is that? You can find 13.5 millions, more than like, you know how many like the Syrians? 24 millions in 2010. 13.5 millions, those are refugees. It's more than half.
Right.
More than half. And there is over it's 1 million, as I told you the number, 800,000 to 1 million. Those people are hostages in the jail. We don't know, like there's a people, we don't know them actually. We don't know where they are. And now all the people like they tried after like Al-Assad regime like gone, that people enforced disappearance. We have more than 100,000 enforced disappearance. We don't know where those people are. We don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Assad was elected through a vote, or
of course. But when he do this, well, just like you'll find this ridiculous. But just when he did this, like the result of this, he did this I think 2 times. The first time it's I think it's in 2022. Now the second time in 2022. The first time I think it's in 2018. And there's before that when he started in 2000. 3 times. I'm sorry, it's 3 times. The number 99.9% from the Syrians want Bashar al-Assad.
What? How could that be?
The second one, like it's 90. The second one, it's 89. This is in 2022. 89% from the Syrians want Bashar al-Assad.
So it went down 10%.
Yeah, that's after killing over 1 million Syrians.
And then the third time, what was the number?
And the third time, actually, I don't remember the third time. Like I don't.
Did it go down more, or did it go down or back up?
No, I think it's like close to 91%, something like that.
So it went back up.
Yeah.
So some Syrians support the continuation of their own people being killed.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't know where
either that or the election was rigged or stolen, or people voted out of fear, or they voted out of fear. You know?
Yeah. So like, but the lowest, I'm sure it's. I remember it's 89%. That's the lowest.
Wow, for a killer. That's amazing.
Yeah, so like you can know like and the people, how you dare, like for example, there's soldiers around like those like centers of voting. So if you want to go to vote, you can't. They are standing and stare on your paper. What you were writing.
Yeah, so that's gonna say voting out of fear of losing their life. Yeah.
So if you wanna write, for example, anyone else, Bashar al-Assad, anyone except Bashar al-Assad, or they will say, they will look at you. Maybe they will force you. Some people they will change the paper. So like all kind of like this is the freedom, the democracy.
Or they'll say, give me your address for tonight so we can come kill you.
Exactly. So
we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break and be right back. Stay tuned. Hello, viewers in America and across the world. This is Eric Stevenson. host of the Power Talk show on Millennium News 24. Tune in every week at Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, American Time, and also on all of your iOS and Android devices. Also on Smart TV and Apple, Amazon, and worldwide through Verizon Satellite. And also worldwide through www.millenniumtvnews.com. And that's www.millenniumnews24.com. And through our social media, Millennium News. See you there.
Okay.
We're back? Okay.
Yeah, we're back.
Welcome back to Millennium News 24. Yes.
Yeah, I want to mention like what we as Assyrians, how we lived under Al-Assad regime. I have a video like if you can start the second video, please.
Okay, let's see if we can put on video number 2 and let's see what this is about.
اللي عم يصير فينا هذا تاريخ بينكتب، فعم يتوثق التاريخ بالفيديو. كانوا يوثقوا التاريخ على الورق، صح؟ هلا خلينا نوثق تاريخنا. بكره اذا الله كتب لنا عمر يعني، وبكره انتم كبرتوا بتحكوا لاولادكم تقولوا لهم والله هيك كان يصير معنا وكنا نكون بالمدرسه والى اخره. الله أكبر.
Okay, we got a piece of it there.
Okay, this is like this kind of like the children, as you saw, the children just want to like, they went to school, they just want to study, and the teacher, he was talking like we are witnesses. We're witnesses. Well, like, see what's happened. So they were bombing schools, houses, civilians.
This was Assad?
That of course was Assad.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody like, see, like in the last attack, like when the like they said like the people that the military came from Idlib, okay, which is I don't know, like they call it Rad'ul Udwan. This is the battle. The name of this battle is Rad'ul Udwan. They came from Idlib to Damascus. So the most development women, do you know what is it? It's the drone.
Mm-hmm.
They have no the kind of like, this is rockets, or this is like even like all like, see, like the airports in Syria owned to Bashar al-Assad.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody like can like go and the fly and like on like this on the sky in Syria, except Russia and Israel and Bashar al-Assad.
So nobody, they share airspace.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. They share it. Yeah, and of course, like that's all related. That's all related with the benefits, of Russia, the benefit of like Israel, and of course, like this is Al-Assad, like all Syria belonged to Al-Assad from his view.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So now, like here, like see how they bombing. Like if you went to Germany, if you went to England, to UK, you will find like students there. They study peacefully, and they just are students. But our students, like the Syrians, what they did, those are children, to bombing them. And imagine, like, if you live, for example, in Aleppo, like 14 years, you don't know when the plane, like the rockets will come like out, like, and go on your head. You don't know where and when. Russia, like power, like air power, the planes, they bombed the hospitals, schools, the central markets,
Wow.
all that they focused on that. All this because they wanted people to be afraid from them.
Mhm.
Just what Israel are doing right now.
Mhm.
And if I it's a lot of the genocide. Like, let me remind you what happened in 2012, 2013, when Bashar al-Assad used the chemical weapons. When Bashar al-Assad used chemical weapons, and Obama, before that, he stand up and he said, chemical weapons are red line. Maybe you remember this.
Mhm.
And he said, like, what's the meaning of, if you, for example, there's a Syrians getting killed, like, as you saw,
Mhm.
how you can, like the president in America, he said, like, the chemical weapons are red line. So everything else, you can do it. But the chemical weapons, you can't. But let me tell you what, and let's go to video number 3, please.
Video 3. Let's get it loaded so we can see what's going on here.
الله أكبر عليك يا بشار. الله يوفقك يا بشار. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر عليك يا بشار. تفضل كثيرا يا الله. تفضل لا يتجاوز. الله أكبر. الله أكبر عليك. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر عليك يا بشار. الشافي معك يا الله. الشافي معك يا الله. الشافي معك يا الله. الشافي معك يا الله. يا الله. يا الله. يا الله. يا الله. الشافي معك يا الله. يا الله. يا الله. الشافي معك يا الله. الشافي معك يا الله. الشافي معك يا الله. يا الله. الشافي معك يا الله.
Okay, what do we have there?
Okay. So as you see, this is a kind of chemical weapons. They call it sarin. And then you see, like, this child died, unfortunately. And not just him. We have more than 2,000 civilians, like, killed from this attacking. They attacked the Ghouta, which is, like, close to Damascus. And after this, they sent the international, America and the countries, they sent international body to take a look at this weapons and what they did and what's happened after this. He used it many times, by the way. I show you this one video. Okay, and after all this, what we have? Nothing. Like, well, who like that this red line after, like, Bashar said what he did. Okay, what we have after all this? Nothing. Like, see, like, I don't know if you saw this on CNN or BBC. Kind of like this child, like, he's dying, and all this. They bombed the civilians with the chemical weapons, and all of them are civilians. Let's go to video number 4, please.
Let's go to video 4. Wow. Where
That's
is
in
this?
Gaza, by the way. That's in Gaza. But
Okay.
just I want to show you this video because let's go to next video, please.
Video 5. Let's go.
Yeah.
ريف دمشق الغوطة الشرقية 21/8/2013. المقبرة الجماعية في الغوطة الشرقية في مدينة زملكة. جرى قصف المدينة بغازات السارين والمواد الكيميائية والمواد السامة. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل.
Okay, what is this here?
Okay, so this is the civilians who died in the chemical genocide when he bombed them with the chemical weapons, and they died more than this is in Zamalka. He died more than 2,000. There's many videos, but just I sent you the previous video when you saw that's in Gaza, and this is in Syria.
Actually,
Between Israel's regime and the Assad regime, how though they are, I don't know if those brothers take we see the genocide of what Gaza did before this genocide. I saw the same video in Syria before that. I saw this in my own eyes. I heard the people. So what's happening now? It's in Israel. Is the same thing what happened in Syria. But now, as see, in the jail, what's happening in Israel's jail, actually nobody knows. The same thing. Do you know, let me show, I want to mention a picture. This is in Barada River, and it's something, actually, today I got the photo. Which is something really horrible. To see the blood, see the river.
it's red. Is that
It's
blood?
red. Yeah.
All blood in the
All
water?
blood. This is blood. See all this? This is in the city. I think it's in 2016. That's the blood. This is the blood from the hostages. They were the hostages. I don't what they do actually. Put it in between two kind of there's push them. After killing the Muslims or the hostages, the Syrians in general, they put them, or the government, the Syrians regime, put them in a machine, okay, and then the body, they smash the bones, they smash the skin and all the everything, and the blood goes down to the river. Why is that? I don't know what is that. When I saw this, I said, "What the hell is this? Did they? What is this machine? Specifically for the hostages? That's insane." I didn't got the photo actually.
Like a body crusher machine.
Exactly like a body crusher, but just after when all this body, all the blood, because it's a huge numbers. So all those bodies, all the hostages, where they will put them. Do you see now the people now on the street? A lot of Syrians after Bashar Assad escaping, they went to the jail to see their people. They didn't find them. We have more than 100,000 people. Where are they? We don't know where are they. They said, yeah. There's a break.
We'll take a break and go right back into it. Hold on. Hello, viewers in America and across the world. This is Eric Stevenson, host of the Power Talk show on Millennium News 24. Tune in every week at Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, American Time, and also on all of your iOS and Android devices. Also on Smart TV and Apple, Amazon, and worldwide through Verizon Satellite, and also worldwide through www.millenniumtvnews.com. And that's www.millenniumnews24.com and to our social media, Millennium News. See you there. Welcome back to Millennium News 24 Power Talk.
Fighting hope, Eric.
Yeah.
Fighting hope because they want to find hope. They are looking for like floors under the ground because they want to find their people, because it's insane to like search and look for more than 100,000. Of course, I'm saying 100,000.
Okay.
Because I don't want to say a lot, but just
where are the people? Or
we
what
don't know.
happened
As I told you, we don't know. Nobody knows, because the human rights, okay, who looked for that, they didn't find any like even like proof that there's a right. They said to their people, those people are dead. Because
maybe they buried him in some underground tunnel or something.
They said this in the beginning, and finding hope, they start going and pushed, like they search, look for under the ground. There's a secret door here, secret door, and they all just want to find hope. Secret jail under the ground in that place. There's no in the place. Like, see, the Syrians are like crazy people. No, there's a secret jail here. There's like, we are looking here. We didn't find anything. There's a secret door. Like, all the Syrians are crazy. Why? Because it's a huge number. Like, how will you find people?
This oppressive regime, no international pressure after 50 years or whatever amount of years of rule, they allowed it to go on?
Unfortunately, if we all hope that didn't happen. But actually, it does. That's what happened. And who let the Syrians free, except the Syrians? It's only Syrians' hand. The military's power, who came and from Idlib to with Rad al-Udwan battle to Damascus, all of them Syrians, all of them. I saw them. I saw like, oh, okay, this is your cousin. Oh my God, I didn't see you. Like, where are you? I were in Idlib. This man, like, who is this man? Like, this is the cousin, my cousin. This is his cousin. This is my uncle. This is my dad. All of us, it's our children. What's happened? Like, this is the people who let us free. It's our people. Let's go, please, to video number 7.
6. There's a 6, you know.
There's 6. Okay, let's go to number 6.
Okay, let's see video 6.
رامي سيدي ليك هو تعطينا شو معه شلقته معه لهالحيوان وجاء غير الهوية ومعاه كان كاميرا ما يصور فيها ما تصور فيها يا حيوان ما تبعت على الجزيرة وعلى العربية وين الهوية سيدي ما يعطوك مصاري ولا حيوان سيدي هذا من القصير ولقيناها معاه هون وكان واقف عم يصور الأمن من القصير يا حيوان من القصير هالكلب هذا بعدوا لي هيك عليه لهالحيوان هذا من القصير يا حيوان تمروا يانا شوف تمروا تمروا لهالحيوان يا الله ما نبي يا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله قل لا إله إلا بشار ولا حيوان لا إله إلا الله أشهد محمد تمروا لهالحيوان تمروا
I'm sorry about this.
That wasn't nice.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about
this.
Really
what was this now? Was that
this is how this? Yeah, he died. His name is Bilal. He died.
So who was those people doing this torture?
This is Al-Assad regime. You like? Did you hear the word Al-Assad? Like, did you hear the word? I put the translation, and you can find like say La ilaha illa Bashar. Yani say there's no God but Bashar al-Assad. That's what he's saying. He want this man to say this word.
Wow.
Like that. See, like all this was terrorist. All those people are terrorists. When you find like the Bashar al-Assad regime stand up and say we are fighting the terrorists, he are fighting us. He's fighting us. And the only one in Syria, and I know what I'm saying, the only one who was terrorist, he's Bashar al-Assad. and his regime. This is the only one. The people were refraining from speaking. The people were refraining. And let me say, please, let me show this, the people in the Americans. Let me show you guys the last video, please.
Video 7. Let's see. I guess it's loading up. Video 7.
Yeah, video 7 is the worst. It's the worst, video 7. And this is like known by the genocide in At-Tadamun. It's in Damascus. And it's very like there's I don't know like how many bodies, and I don't know if they found these bodies. Actually, I don't have any idea. I hope if they can put it so we can see it. And I'm sorry like to all the people about those videos.
No, you have to see the actual bad
actually,
that was done.
Yeah.
Video 7. We have video 7 loaded. Could we see video 7? Video 7.
Okay, when the video. Okay.
Yeah.
So
when it loads,
let me talk about like it's an important point, like what's happened between the Syrians or what's happened with what happened in Syria. It's not a civil war. It's not like what the BBC said. It's not like this. Who said this? It's not BBC. It's not a host who came or like a people like who came from UK, from their bed, from their houses, from their companies to see what's happening in Syria. Who said this? It's the Syrians. Bashar Assad, he didn't do a civil war with the Syrians. He was doing a genocide. He wanna make all the Syrians killed. And in the result of all this, you can find 1 million in the jail. We don't find where is a lot of them. We don't find the result. Of course, a lot of them died. A lot of them who came out, who survived. I think it's like 15% to 20% who survived from all this.
I have a question for you. After they flew Assad out of the country, protected him, and actually took him out. I saw Benjamin Netanyahu come on TV, and he says, "This is a good day," right? But isn't that a form of hypocrisy?
It's like the relationship between.
If he helped raise him up to be the president and supported him all this time, and to say his removal is a good day, it's a
not,
good day for the Syrians. But
I'm not saying
of hypocrisy.
Okay, like the relationship between Netanyahu and any other like part or any other like any other team, any other government, it's like when you give me benefit, when you give me like when I can take from your blood, so it's fine. If there's no benefit, so what's the benefit from like saying I'm with you?
It's such a shame.
So in this case, so in this case, Netanyahu, of course, he will say that's a good day because now all the Syrians they don't like Bashar Assad. They didn't like Bashar Assad. They didn't like.
So how did they get the strength and power to overthrow him after all of these years?
Actually, what I can say, like about this, it's Allah as well. Allah as well to Hezbollah fight with Netanyahu, with Israel. Of course, Hezbollah. It's not enough to talk about what happened in Syria in those 40 years. Even in 14 hours, I can't speak. I didn't say what's happened, what the Hezbollah did in Syria, which is a real something horrible.
Let me see if we can get up video 7. Could they get up video 7? Let's see video 7. Video 7. We need to see it. Video 7. Maybe it's the time. I don't know. Maybe the
Okay.
uploading or something. But
Okay, it's not a problem.
anyhow, why don't you describe to
Okay.
us what video
Okay,
7?
so what's in video 7? A man, he's pushing one of the soldiers. I said soldiers. He is pushing the civilians on the big hole, and he said, "Go, run! When I say run, you run." And there is no other way to this man except running. When he want to run, what's in front of him? A big hole. So this big hole, when he wanna push, he fired him. He killed him with a gun. Then he said, "Oh my God, I didn't get enough. Let's take another man, and the third man, the fourth man, the fifth man. I don't know. Like there's over than 40 people, like 40 men. I don't know how many people inside the hole, but I can say it's a huge number. It's not a simple number. Who killed by one soldier? He just want to say this. He's just playing with the people. He's playing with his gun. Someone he said, like, you jump. Somebody said, okay, you like threw yourself. Another man said, like, try to escape. Like, see, all this, it's a way of like, this is a terrorist. This is the terrorist. So like from my place, like we demand like to let all those like people who did all this genocides, who killed all those people, all the Syrians, to put them in an international law, in an international court, or give them to the Syrians, because that's the fair to let those people, and like Russia, okay, there's the people of Russia, and there's many other people in all the countries, because all of them, they escaped. So we demand as Syrians, the governments, like to give us those people so we can put them in and like judge in with fair, and because that's what they deserve. That's
I just wonder how, how could they live with themselves after the persecution and the killings and torture that they've done to their own people? How do they fly away with a conscience, knowing that they've just killed and massacred so much people for so many years, and to be in a supposedly Islamic regime that governed and ruled by the Holy Quran, which is totally against this? And how does he say and go to say he's a Muslim and he's done this? They said one thing in the Holy Quran, that one thing that Allah said he would never forgive is a Muslim killing of another Muslim.
Well, that's a man like Bashar Assad and his regime. They don't think at all in the last day. They only think.
So you never think there's an answer to his life. It's just like he must just believe if he dies, he dies, and it's just
I saw those people. I saw numbers of this regime. The only way that I think how he can get rich, how he can gather the wealth, and how he can kill and enjoy in killing the Syrians. How he can enjoy the way that of killing, it's horrible. I can't even speak. I can't even say how they kill the people. I can't even say it. That's why a lot of people like who get out of like the jail, when I say what's happened to you, he say I can't say. I can't say what's happened. I can't even imagine.
It's going to be so much more that's going to be told now as the days go on. There's going to be so many more discoveries of the wrong that's happened to the Syrian people. Like you'll probably find shadow graves of so many more hundreds of people in other locations as time goes on. But actually, like you said, it was Allah's will that
it's a big mistake in the black. It's a black page in the humanity.
Yes,
in the Guinness Book.
Yes,
it's a black page.
Would say so. I would definitely say so. Maybe one more chance. We might have video 7. Is it available? Last chance. Visit video 7. Okay, no video 7.
Okay,
but we got a description from you on what it was. Mr. Barrett, it's always a pleasure and honor having you report all the way from Syria to us live. And I know you feel much about it. I know your job is to do good things and teach language and religious studies and Quran and Arabic. So I'm sure many people would love to probably join in and tune in and get some of that Arabic language classes you do.
My pleasure.
But I would hope to see now that we get more white pages, because this is a black chapter in the history of Syria and the world of humanity.
Inshallah.
But Allah knows best. Allah knows best. And, you know, struggle continues. We just have to hold the faith and just continue the good works. So, Barra, why don't you just close us out in the prayer from the Quran, and we'll end this show.
Okay. I will read like a verse, a small surah from Quran, like which is.
Okay. Let's do it because we want to close out.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا. صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you very much for that. And thank you for tuning in to Millennium News 24 Power Talk Show. I know we got the best we could in this hour, but we thank God and Allah for freeing Syria now at this time and wish you a great rebuilding process and to try to never let this happen again. Thank you.
Inshallah.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.